Welcome to this edition of 101 Sports Webcast. I'm Stephen Normington.
And I'm Natalie Beach. We have a great show for you today, so let's kick things off with the quick hitters.
The MLB 2013 schedule was recently released, and interleague play is back once again. Natalie, is interleague play good for baseball?
I think it absolutely is. As we know, next year there's going to be 2 even leagues with 15 teams each, and so there's going to be an interleague game almost every week. And I think it's going to be great for the sport. Historically, the interleague games draw much bigger numbers to the stadiums. They look more like September numbers rather than the regular season, and we still get some of those rivalries, but we're making it's going to be a little bit more fair.
But Bub Seelig introduced this thing back in 1997, and I kind of feel like the novelty is just lost. Who wants to see teams like Minnesota and Pittsburgh or Florida versus Oakland like we saw this year? No one's going to go to those games.
I think you're wrong because baseball is the only sport where the 2 leagues have different rules. So it's the only sport where interleague is really different from any other game.
Why do you want to see these interleague teams playing when they're playing under a different set of rules? It just doesn't make sense to me.
Because it's the one time that, like in the World Series and everything, like the teams will have these same rules. So it's a good time to get the fans used to the interleague play. Okay, so Penn State University lost their 13th player after the Sandusky scandal. Would you attend Penn State as an incoming player, or if you played football there, would you stay?
I most definitely would stay. I understand why a few players are leaving, but think of it this way. One player gets to go to a bowl game every year for 4 years.
Yeah, and none of them are going to be from Penn State.
The incoming freshmen get to go, and that includes Christian Hackenberg, the number 7 quarterback recruit.
They can't go to the postseason for 4 years. There's nothing to play for.
You get to play in front of 106,000 people every weekend in a packed full Beaver Stadium with the most devoted fan base.
But there's a completely different atmosphere. The fun is no longer there. It's at least for the next 5-10 years.
Have you ever gone to Beaver Stadium? It's a lot of fun.
It's going to be tainted by the scandal. I was not familiar with Penn State beyond college football before, but now all I associate it with is the Sandusky scandal, and I don't think it's fair to the players to have that kind of pressure.
You have one of the best coaches, a great mind, Bill O'Brien, coming in from Bill Belichick, probably the greatest coach. I think we can agree about that.
He might be doing a better job, but it's going to take years before it's really an appealing pride thing to say, I play for Penn State.
Derek Jeter recently tied Willie Mays in the hits department. We know that Derek Jeter is a Hall of Famer, but where does he rank among great players of all time?
I think we can kind of agree that he is a great player, but he is not the best in any aspect.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Only, I think 28 players have 3,000 hits, and I put him like 4th, possibly 5th in the Yankees. He's behind Joe DiMaggio, Mickey Mantle, and Babe Ruth, obviously.
Even Mariano Rivera is a more deserving Yankee of one of the best of all time. He's a great player. He's not the best shortstop. Cal Ripken had better numbers than him. He's not the best hitter. All of the players right now are tainted by the steroids era, and we don't know if that has anything to do with Derek Jeter, but it's
Derek
still
Jeter is one of those clean guys that you're...
I'm not saying he does, but it's just this whole era of baseball recently, it's not quite the same. We don't have the same respect for them as, say, Babe Ruth, Hank Aaron. Because Barry Bonds,
he's not one of those classic guys either yet. Maybe 20 or 30 years down the road, we'll look at him.
He's a great baseball player. He's not the best baseball player who has ever played the game.
I agree.
Red Sox owners have insisted that the team is not going to be up for sale anytime soon. Steve, do you believe them? And if you were them, would you sell the team?
If I was them, I would most definitely sell the team. Think about it this way. They invested $70 million to get the team. Those Los Angeles Dodgers, they're a prominent club, but they're not as prominent as the Sox. And they sold for $2 billion. Imagine making $2 to $3 billion.
There's no way the Red Sox they'll get anywhere near what they got for the Dodgers. The Red Sox just traded away most of their players to the Dodgers. They're not worth nearly as much.
Are you kidding me? The Red Sox are one of the most historic baseball teams to ever play.
But right now, they're a last place team. And so they're not going to go for a lot, and they have the players to rebuild themselves. That it's only been one bad year. They can come back from this. They were stricken by injuries. David Ortiz, when he comes back, that would make a huge difference.
So you're saying maybe next year would be the time to sell the team?
No, I'm saying
or in the future when they're better.
They can rebuild from this. So I don't think now is the good time because I think that it's too soon.
Well, I'm seeing more of a financial reason. Like, if I were them, I'd want to get on a beach quickly and retire and just live the good life rather than going to Red Sox Stadium every day and working. That's the way I see it. Time to take a break, a timeout, but make sure to watch our next segment where we tackle what is a sport and create a steroid in a steroid-embraced sport. Keep watching.